My teacher stormed into class, slammed the door, and pointed directly at me. You think you're clever? I know exactly what you did. Mrs. Castellanos didn't even teach first period. So when she stormed through the door and pointed at me, I knew something was very wrong. You, she said, with me. I followed her to the principal's office like a man walking to his execution. The room was already crowded. Principal Okafor behind his desk, Vice Principal Lindqvist in the corner. A security guard I'd never seen before holding a laptop, and sitting in the chair next to the empty one clearly meant for me was my mom. She'd been crying. Mom, what are you doing here? They called me at work. Her voice cracked. They said you broke into the school last night. I didn't break in. We have footage, Principal Okafor said. He nodded at the security guard, who turned the laptop toward me. There I was, 11:42 p.m., walking through B hallway like I owned the place. So you weren't in the building last night? The principal asked. I took a breath. Okay, I was in the building, but I wasn't breaking in. I was returning Mrs. Castellanos' phone charger. My mom looked confused. Mrs. Castellanos looked furious. Why would you have my charger? I got it from the teacher's lounge. That's when things got worse. The teacher's lounge is off limits to students. I know. I was only there for a minute. Why were you in there at all? I was hiding. Principal Okafor pinched the bridge of his nose. Hiding from who? The security guard. He almost saw me. Almost saw you doing what? Coming out of the maintenance closet. My mom whispered, "Oh my God," under her breath. Vice Principal Lindqvist stopped writing and just stared at me. Mrs. Castellanos looked like she wanted to throw something. The principal took a very long breath. Why were you in the maintenance closet? I was getting a mop. Why did you need a mop at 11:42 at night? Because there was a mess. Where? I don't want to say. Where? Your office. The principal went very still. Excuse me? Something got into your office and knocked stuff over. The big plant by the window. Your lamp. A coffee mug. I was trying to clean it up before anyone noticed. The security guard muttered, "That explains the dirt," and everyone turned to look at him. He shrugged. There was potting soil all over the carpet this morning. I thought a window broke or something. Principal Okafor turned back to me. His voice was dangerously calm. What got into my office? I really think it's better if I just show you. No, you're going to tell me right now what destroyed my property, or I'm calling the police. He gestured at the security guard's laptop. We have you on camera in 6 different locations you weren't supposed to be. So whatever you're hiding, it better be good. It was a dog. The room went completely silent. Principal Okafor blinked. I'm sorry? A dog. I found a dog outside the school around 11. It was freezing. No collar, no tags. I couldn't just leave it there. Nobody moved. I brought it inside to keep it warm while I figured out what to do, but it got away from me. It ran into your office through the side door you always leave cracked. By the time I caught up, it had already destroyed everything. Mrs. Castellanos shook her head slowly. You expect us to believe a dog did all this? I can prove it. I stood up. It's in my locker. The whole group marched down the hallway. Me in front. Principal Okafor right behind me. My mom, Mrs. Castellanos, Vice Principal Lindqvist, and the security guard trailing like a very angry parade. We stopped at my locker. I spun the combination, took a breath, and opened it. A small, scruffy dog looked up at us from a nest made of my hoodie. It wagged its tail. For about 3 seconds, nobody spoke. Then Principal Okafor made a noise I'd never heard a grown man make, something between a gasp and a laugh. He pulled out his phone and showed me the lock screen. A photo of a little girl hugging the exact same dog. That's Biscuit, he said, his voice cracking. My daughter's dog. He ran off 2 weeks ago during the fall festival. She's been devastated. We looked everywhere. He crouched down, and the dog immediately jumped into his arms, licking his face. You found Biscuit. Principal Okafor's daughter showed up after lunch. She was 7. She saw Biscuit and immediately burst into tears, hugging him like he'd returned from war. Then she looked at me and said, "You're a hero." I didn't know what to say, so I just nodded. On the way home, my mom finally spoke. You broke into a school, hid from security, destroyed the principal's office, and stole a granola bar from the vending machine. I was going to pay for that. You're grounded for a